Hey guys, it's Andrew with City Limits Homestead. Today is more exciting than it was last week. Last week we built the grow table. This week we're actually sowing some seeds. I've used the app on my phone. I believe it's the plant app. I'll double check on it. But it's real simple to do this. I've got my heat mat. You can see the lights with the reflective on it. I've even got a thermometer for my heat mat. Today we're mainly doing peppers, which peppers like a temperature around 75 to 80 degrees to germinate. I used the Jiffy peat pellets. I've got those all done up. I put hot water on them last night to see if there was anything there. It would kill them, like bugs or anything like that. Here's the pellets that I am using. So yeah, let's get this going. Now, the most important part about doing the seeds is make sure you have a garden plan schedule. This is mine, so that way I know how much I'm doing. So I know how many plants I need, how many seeds I'm gonna do, and then even the dates on it. So not only this, but also look at the back of your package. Look on the back of the package. It'll tell you days to germinate is 10, depth 1/4 inch, days to harvest 95 to 110. And then it even says, it shows you your when I should start planting. I'm here in Ohio, so I'm in zone, I believe it's zone 6. So that's April to May. So, yeah, it says start seed indoors 8 weeks before planting outdoors. So I'm a little bit ahead, but that's all right, because if I mess up, I can fix it. All right, the first ones we're gonna do are jalapenos. It says on the back, 1/4 inch depth, germinate days, 8 weeks before. Transplant, it tells you all your information you need about these seeds is right here on the back. But what I'm gonna do with mine is I'm gonna fill in the hole a little bit. So that way I am sure that I get my 1/4 inch, which the eraser on a pencil is roughly 1/4 of an inch. So I push down a little bit in each one. You also want to wear some gloves when you're doing like hot peppers, because you don't want to burn yourself. You don't want to touch your eye or anything like that. So, and yeah, burn your eye. I did put these in a egg carton. I cut out the bottoms of them. I'll show you that here in a little bit. But get your seeds out here. All right, when you do these, you can either do one, like I showed you, one seed per pod. I want to do 2 seeds per pod, so that way I've got a better rate of germ. So I'm going to put one on each side. I'm using tweezers because I got fat fingers. Try and lay them down so they're flat. That way, because it's hard to tell which side is the upside or the downside of a seed. So when you lay them in flat, it allows you, or it allows the seed to do its own thing and its own work. You can also do this with a set of chopsticks where you take, I'll show you here with the pencil, you take your pencil, you lick it a little bit, and it'll stick. And you just put it right there. So, but for me with the tweezers, I can push it down and in a little bit. I can kind of do everything all at once with the tweezers here. And then you can put your seeds back in there. Now I'm only doing 5 jalapenos plants for my garden. So if when these germinate, if I've got 100%, then I will separate them out. And guys, I got these seeds. These ones are from the big box store. Like the hardware store. They're expensive, okay? Don't be afraid to go to the dollar store and get your seeds. I've got some of those as well. This here is what I did with these ones. So that way when it sits down and in there, I can fill it up with water. I can put my tag in here and I know what's what. Okay guys, now that I've got my seeds in there, I'm just gonna come back with my pencil, cover it up, just like so. Try and make sure that the seed stays down and below. If you need to, push it down some more, pull some dirt from the other areas. Having trouble with this one. There we go. All right. Now my jalapenos are planted. And then make sure you label them like that. You can either sticky notes, tongue depressors, anything that you've got. I picked these up at the dollar store. And then I've got a label maker where I'm making the label and sticking it on there. So that way you don't mix them up. So you're not thinking that they're banana peppers or pepperoncinis and they turn out to be jalapenos or something different. Okay, now we are going to do the same thing for the Italian pepperoncinis is what they are called on the package. Pretty much banana peppers, I think. At least that's what I'm hoping. So stick it down in there. Oh, kind of watch your lines if you guys are doing this as well. I almost put a pepperoni in with my jalapenos. So. All right, so I got those in. I'm just gonna cover them up. Push them down a little bit. Cover them up. feel like a doctor playing surgery. Alrighty, that's the Italian pepperoncinis. This is how easy it is to make these signs. I've got my daughter doing them for me. She's helping out.
Oh wait, hold on. I need you to grab me broccoli and cabbage.
And guys, don't be afraid to make this a family thing if you want. Let the kids get involved, so that way they can get excited when stuff grows and they start seeing how it works. Okay, that's how big these signs are, or these labels. But I can only have a couple inches because of the domes that I'm putting on. So, like I said, I got them from the dollar store. You bend it over. You can leave it like that, or you can cut it. You do what you want to do. All right, so I'm gonna let my daughter even help out with the green peppers because they're not spicy, they won't burn. So, she said,
two?
Yep. What are you planting here?
Green peppers.
All right, so since she just set them on top like that, I went ahead and helped her put them down and in. And then now, we're just gonna take and cover them up. There you go. You may need to use your tweezers to cover it up a little bit, or kind of do something like that. There you go. Let's get that one back down flat. Push it back down and in. And then cover it up. Oh, and I messed it up. There we go. And now we got our green peppers. Now, yes, I know. It's a mistake. She spelled it wrong, but it happens. So as long as you got the gist of it, you know what it is. Now I have my other daughter doing broccoli. She's able to do it with just her fingers. Broccoli, a lot of people take and do a top seed with broccoli, to where they just take a yogurt cup or one of these bins here like this, and then they'll just sprinkle over the top. So, but I'm trying to figure this out and see what I can do. On the back of the broccoli, it says stow 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
So with those, you just kind of set them on and then tap them in and cover them up a little bit. So it also, these here, I got from the dollar store. 4 for $1. So it even says row spacing, date of harvest, everything on here. So, but yeah, don't be afraid to get your seeds from like the dollar store, or you know, you don't have to pay, you know, the expensive prices and stuff like that from going to like the big box store that they're charging. Some of them, because I couldn't find them at the dollar store, I ended up paying $3 for a pack of seeds. Now, yes, granted, that's a lot cheaper than what you would end up spending for going out and actually going and buying the plant. So that's why I'm trying to do this, to save quite a bit of money. So guys, there's only a few things that you need when you're doing seeds. They need moisture and heat. So we'll get into all of that later, but as soon as they start coming up and you start seeing them come up through the dirt or whatever you're using, make sure when you are doing this, you use a seed starting mix, or you use these peat pellets. Don't go outside, dig up dirt, because that's too dense. It has everything it needs for nutrients and all of that just within the seed. So make sure you follow the instructions on the peat pellets if you're using those. Follow the instructions on the back of the package of your seeds, and I'm sure something will happen for you. Seeds like this, guys, you can see how small they are right there. What we did is kind of just, come on, focus. Put them in on top like that, and then pat them in with a pencil or something, then I'll cover them up. All right, so I got my heat mat here. Set all of those on there, which will help keep things warm. I am gonna turn it around so I can see what I've got and what's going. And then I'm gonna stick over here. Let's go right in the middle. Stick that in there, like so. And that's my thermometer probe, so I can tell how hot it is in there. And then right there, that'll keep the humidity in. So that way, as it warms up and stuff, they'll start growing. So that keeps the moisture, the humidity. I have it set on the side for about between 75 and 80. So yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the bell so you guys can watch more videos and watch these grow. Hopefully they grow from here and go all the way out to the garden, and then you can watch them be harvest. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, send it to a friend even. Thanks. All right, guys, I wanted to throw this in as a little bit of an extra. I did do a little bit of an update on the walls here. I did put duct tape there on those, on the seams, and on the outside. So that way more of the heat stays in instead of coming out, since it is here in the basement. Again, like, subscribe, send it to a friend. We'll talk to you guys later. See you next week.